Hello everyone, Jay here again, back for the third part in our 2010 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord review. In the last video we transformed this into tank mode. If you haven't seen the first video, I'll put a link right here that will disappear in about 5 or 6 seconds, something like that. So I'll wait a bit for that to disappear. Alright, that should be enough time. Anyway, like I said, this is tank mode. They only use this about 2 or 3 times in the show, actually firing it. But this would always be the mode they would take before they transformed it into Megazord mode, which is what we're going to do now. So first of all, take off the pterodactyl and remove the cannons. I think I called them guns in the first video, but they're cannons. Yeah, and then take off pull out the mastodon head. Set that to the side. Now, basically what you want to do is just have the guy stand up. So, push the feet in, or legs, like that, and then just stand them up like that. So, next what you want to do is fold the heads forward, and then fold sabre-tooth tiger's legs up. And also, for some reason in this mode, her fangs are pointing, come on, lost track of that one, are pointing up for some reason. I don't know why in the other modes they're pointing down, and then this one they're pointing up, but who knows. But yeah, like I said, in the original, these pegs that are currently inside these guys weren't there. The holes were actually bigger and would actually fit over its entire, knee. But yeah, and you'd actually have to push the button in the side for this to ratchet back and forth. But yeah, so fold these down. And see, in the original, all you would do is just fold out the fists, but oh look, it's hollow again. So guess what? That's right, we have to switch the arms around again. That is the only thing that I hate about this figure. I mean, this would be a great figure if they had just, covered this up with something, like they did the last time. But no. So anyway, just fold out the fists. The way it's made, you actually have to kind of, twist this like that to get the leg in there, but, and fold these out 2 places. And, yeah. Next up, you want to take Pterodactyl and actually fold her up this time. And then, before you plug her on there, open the chest and rotate the Tyrannosaurus head down into the chest, and then close up the chest. And there you have the Megazord head. Okay, now you can plug Pterodactyl on there. There are 2 pegs in the chest, or 2 pegs on her that plug into the chest, like that. And then you take the mastodon head and put it in the hand. They never used this in the show. It just kind of disappears out of nowhere. No one really knows where it goes. Probably some interdimensional space backpack or something. But they had to find a place to put it, so they turned it into a shield for the toy. And then you take the sword and just place it into the hand. And, yeah, then, last but not least, you fold out the horns and make sure they click into place. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And you're probably wondering, but Jay, where do I put the cannon bits? Well, lucky for you, the back of the Mastodon has holes in the feet. So just plug them in so that the cannons are facing up like that, and there you go. You have your little spot to put the cannons. In the show, I think these would actually, you know, rivet up to right here so he could have like shoulder cannons. But unfortunately, they don't do that. But yeah, and also, like I said, there's this giant gap right here, so you can see the pterodactyl's head. But oh well. But yes, articulation. Because of transformation, the head cannot move. It's just stuck in place. Its arms can go 360 degrees. You have to kind of have to move the Mastodon out of the way, but this one will do that. Because of transformation, it does sort of move at the elbow, but not very much. And it looks kind of weird, so I don't do it. No waist articulation. The legs, well, the legs do move one ratchet, because if they moved any further, it would push off pterodactyl, and you don't want that. The original, there was no knee articulation because these were stuck in there, but now we get this nice little rivet, and these actually can go 360 if you move one out of the way beforehand. But yeah, so you can kind of have him, you know, kicking or something, or maybe having one go, well, this doesn't go back, but just like stepping forward and slicing or something. It looks stupid, but you can do it if you want. The tail can go back and forth, but why would you have it do that? But all in all, this is a good representation of the original. It's a little smaller than the original, scale-wise. It's about 1/3 the original size. But all in all, a good representation. The reason I picked this up is because I love the original so much. And it's a good, you know, just kind of placeholder on your desk. There are slight differences, like no buttons, the hollowness in the hands, and the fact that you have to rotate. That is my only grievance with this toy, that in order to transform it you have to switch the arms around so the hollow bits won't be you know, visible. Should you get this figure? If you are a fan of the original and can't find it anywhere, and this is available at your local Walmart or Target or wherever you shop, then sure, I'd recommend you pick it up. If you hated the original Megazord for some reason, I wouldn't pick it up. Why would you? If you have someone, like I said in the last video, if you have someone that loves Power Rangers, a cousin, sister, son, daughter, you know, that loves Power Rangers, and you want to introduce them to the original series, but like I said, you can't get your hands on the original, or it's too pricey for you, this I think is about 20 or 30 bucks, so it's not that bad. Then yeah, I would suggest you do that, because after Power Rangers in Space, yeah, it kind of went downhill from there. So I kind of stopped at that series. Plus, well, I consider the end of the series when something happens to Zordon. I'm not going to say what it is, you know, but those who have watched it know what I'm talking about, okay? I consider that the end of the series. After that, I don't include any of that. So anyway, 30 seconds left. So yeah, I give this figure, I want to say 8 out of 10. I mean, I want to give it a 10, but because of the little, you know, minor grievances, I can't. But I do love this figure, and I will eventually get my hands on the original. But for now, this is me signing out. So until next time, see ya.